Hey guys, it's Simon. Today I'm going to be showing you how to work with JSON data in Python. So JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation, and this is what it looks like. So you see we have a list of dictionaries, and each dictionary has whatever you want. Here I have movies, I have ID, fit, and title, year, and I have seconds. I'll put this in the description so you can copy and paste it over. Make sure you also copy the import for seconds. So yeah, I'm going to start with writing JSON data. So I'm going to just delete the file I already have. Alright, so let's import the JSON module. It's going to have all the useful methods. So there's two ways of writing. You can use a path, or you can just use a file object. So I'm going to show you both. So first we're going to use the path class. I'm going to make a path. Let's call it movies.json. And here we're going to do write text. And so what's the text we want to write? Well, we want to write movies, but this isn't a string. So we need our JSON module to convert from a Python object to JSON data. So we're going to do the dumps function, and we're going to pass in movies. So what this is going to do is it's going to go through this dictionary, and it's going to convert it to JSON data. Now, in Python, the syntax for a list of dictionaries, it just happens to be exactly the same as what JSON data looks like. So I'm actually going to print this out. So let's run it. So you can see we have movies.json, and I'll get to that in a second. So here I wrote out the JSON data, and it looks exactly like a list of dictionaries, but across other languages, this is not going to be the case. I can print the type of this. You can see here it's a string. It is not a list of dictionaries. So this is just JSON data, so do not confuse that. And here we can go to movies.json, and you see we have all of this. You see it's not a string, it's just JSON data. So the second way of doing this is with file objects. So I'm going to open movies.json. I'm actually going to delete this real quick so we can make it again. For movies.json, we're going to put it into write mode. And I'm going to use the with statement in case we get an exception, then it'll automatically close the file for us. So what I'm going to do is JSON. So instead of dumps, which converts the Python object to a string, we're just going to use dump. And what that's going to do is it'll take in our Python object, but it's also going to take in a target file. So this is not a path. You cannot put a path in here. You have to put in a file. And that's pretty much it. It'll dump all the data onto that file. And here you go. You get the same result. So those are your two options. Both work fine. And here I'm going to show you how to do reading from a JSON file. So again, we can use the path class, or we can use a file object. So first, let's use path, movies.json. We can do read text. So this is going to get the text representation of our JSON data. So you see there it is. If I print the type of this, it's going to be a string, but I won't waste the time doing that because obviously it's a string. And what we're going to do here is we're going to convert the string. We have to parse the string into JSON data, or in our case, it's going to be a list of dictionaries. So we have to actually parse from JSON data to the list of dictionaries. So we're going to use loads here. It'll take in our path, and so it'll take this string, which is being returned by read text, and it'll convert it back into this. So let's just print that. And then we can also print the type of it, just to show you that we are getting a list. So there you go. Now the second way is with files. So I'm going to copy and paste this. Let's take it out of write mode. We're going to do JSON.load instead of loads because we're using a file here. We're just going to give it our file. And this is going to return this same exact dictionary that we uploaded to movies.json. So let's just call this data. I'm going to print that. So there it is. That's reading and writing to a JSON file. Now, this is just a normal list of dictionaries, so we can do normal stuff. So we can do sorted by date. Let's just say we wanted to sort this data by date. We can call sorted, give it data, and our key is going to be, the year of the movie. So I'm accessing this year value. Now we can print sorted by date. And here you go. You see the second one we have sorted by date. We can filter it as well. So if we want to say after 2000, maybe let's do before because there's only going to be one for that. We can just say movie for movie in data if movie of year is less than 2000. Now let's print before 2000. And there you go. It's just Happy Gilmore. So you can do endless amounts of things. That's just how you access the data from JSON. We just have a normal list of dictionaries here, so you can do anything that you can do with a list of dictionaries with this data. So I hope that helped. Leave a comment if you have any questions. I'm sure there won't be very many comments because I'm not going to get many views, but yeah, if you leave a comment, I'll definitely see it. So thanks for watching, and I hope that helped. Bye.